Hey guys, this is Bumblebee85 coming at you again with another video review. This time I'm jumping back into the Transformers world. Since my name is Bumblebee85, I thought I should do another Transformers review. My Ironhide, Masterpiece Ironhide review is out there, so if you want to check that one out, go ahead. And this is a Japanese exclusive, blackarachnia from the Beast Wars era. This mold is actually a remold from the Transformers animated series. So they've spruced her up a little bit and actually brought a new head, a new chest plate, and a new color scheme. And we basically get the character that was developed originally in Beast Wars, the CGI cartoon that came out 20 years ago this year. So this character, or this toy, is modeled after a 20-year-old toy, which I'll show off after I bust her out of the packaging. So this is from Takara, Tomy, Transformers Beast Wars blackarachnia. Let me bust her out of the package and see how she looks. Now here is blackarachnia out of the packaging. There's not much to her. She's her, if you remember Beast Wars at all, she has the perfect color scheme and overall lookness. Little robotic-y looking spider. Not so much like a real looking spider, but I think they were going for more of the beast mode look, or the robot mode look. So I'm gonna quickly show her off here a few things compared to, this is what her original Beast Wars toy looked like. So here's the Black Widow symbol on the back of her butt there. And then the symbol is there, a little less easier to see on this figure. And the mandibles are a little different, which translate into the robot mode. You'll see very shortly. Here's from behind. They both have a similar gimmick, that's for sure. And she is just a repaint and a slight remold of this figure from the Transformers animated series. So you can tell the Black Widow symbol is a little more prominent on this figure. And she adopted this purple color scheme as shows went on. But again, it's basically the same figure. So they transformed the same way. Here she is next to Waspinator, which also came from the Transformers animated show. So again, a little more robotic-y looking animal mode. So, and one quick more comparison here. This was also from the Beast Wars era, the Transmetal blackarachnia. She's way smaller. Blackarachnia got a nice upgrade in the show, the Beast Wars show. So, she's nothing at all like this character, except maybe the head sculpt. The head sculpt might be similar. So, we'll check that out. And we'll get to transformation. Now, it's pretty simplistic transformation. As you can see, her head is already right there. This little hinge of the abdomen just reveals the head instantly. So, you pop that up. And then these are her arms. You can spin them around, and these little legs spin around on her forearms and tuck up in behind, creating these elbow spikes. So again, we just spin around, and we just take this, fold it back, and then those become her arms. Now, I want to get to that part later, but these, it's hard to get to that part later. So when you push it forward, these chest plates, the mandibles that were at the front of the spider mode now become her chest plate, which is basically a pair of boobs. The Japanese are a little weird, I guess, but we appreciate their weirdness. And there is a slight up and down piece for the chest, so you want to push it all the way up. It'll hide in the gap of her neck. And then these legs rotate into the back, so you can get them out of the way, and they just dangle off the back there. And then these legs, they have a little rotation, just like kind of like the forearm piece does. They form a knee spike, and you clip out or flip out the toe. So you spin this around, and then you flip out the toe, and then you bend them at the knee there. And then she does have this weapon, which unplugs from underneath there. Plug the weapon into her forearm there. There's a little notch into her forearm, and there's a little peg there, and you just notch that into her forearm. So that fits nicely into her forearm. Now, the toes help her stand a little easier. Or maybe not. She is a little top heavy. Again, the chest mode on this is a little ingenious, I guess. Never quite seen a Transformer actually have a part that forms boobs. Voluptuous chest piece there. But I think the best part on her is her head sculpt. Her head sculpt is amazing. You even got the blackarachnia, the Black Widow logo on her forehead, just like the Beast Wars show. And I believe that logo was even on her chest in the show. The only bad thing or sad thing about it is that you cannot put the actually, I don't know if she ever had the maximal symbol on her in this mode at all, so she may not have. Cannot remember. It's been a while since I watched it. I should go back and watch the show. And you guys should too, because this is the show that got me back into Transformers to begin with. So I am very happy to own this figure in its updated form. Now, I'm going to show her off with the current Waspinator, who is an updated form of Waspinator and an updated form of Rat Trap. And then we have the current updated form of Rhinox. So these are all these three are, well, they're all four currently updated versions of the Beast Wars figures. All new molds, these three, and blackarachnia is a remold of an older figure. So I'm going to quickly transform Beast Wars blackarachnia and show her off. Now here she is with the rest of her characters in robot mode. This is her exact same mold here, just different head and different paint scheme and different mandibles in the front. And this was her robot mode Waspinator. Technically came from the same animated line. And then if we get rid of him and her, this is what she was basically molded after, was this character from the Beast Wars show. So yeah, there's highlighted breast areas there, but this whole mold was actually a male mold, tarantulas. So everything is the same, just highlighted in different areas. And as you can tell, the highlighted area for this figure is her new chest, which I keep going back to that, but even her instructions, it's a nice colored some nice colored pictures here, but even the drawing there has an insanely huge chest on her chest. It kind of mimics like spider legs on her chest, which is kind of cool because that's what it actually does do. But there's a small Japanese comic even on the back of this thing, which I do not understand, but it looks like something to do with blackarachnia wants to be taken seriously type of thing, but then she gets hurt, and all of a sudden something to do with her boobs getting hurt. She's grabbing her chest, they're red. Megatron disciplines her or something like that. And then even Chromia has insane chest. Like, it's just insane how much it revolves around the chest. And then her instructions are actually just in black and white. But she does share the same similar mold. If you look, the Beast Wars mold has this shooting effect, which this would shoot out. It's actually attached by a string. And she actually kind of has the same thing. You pull this smaller string out, you hit the button on the side, and it like shoots back up inside. And there's a little clampy on the end of it, so she can like grab characters. It's nice translucent red. Same with her chest. It's like a nice translucent yellow. There's a bit of purple highlight on her toe and thigh, and a different colored orange for these two legs here, with the black and the gold. And the head sculpt is amazing. I don't know if this head can be popped off. It would have been great if they made this toy that you can like pop this head off and put this head on. Would be so cool to have her displayed with a nice looking head. It is kind of similar, but here's Tarantulas' head. Here, this is what he would look like with more purple. You just spin the head. Most of the Beast Wars figures had like two types of heads, a mutant head and a regular head, which was concept lost in design during the show. But that's what that head is molded after. So that is cool. And then forget about, I'm not even touching this. She actually has a similar similar idea with her weapon, with the retractable clampy idea, but she can barely stand. She's too top heavy, and she doesn't even have large enough chest to topple her over. But overall, a very nice, unexpected update to Beast Wars Blackarachnia. This figure is now a year or year and a half now, maybe even 2 years old. I finally picked her up at a convention. Which, speaking of conventions, we have TFcon in Toronto this year. It's actually in Mississauga. It's the 15th, 16th, and 17th, and it's the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday event. Frank Welker is there, who is the voice of the original Megatron and the current Galvatron in the actual Transformers movies that are out right now, and the 5th one is being filmed right now. So it'd be kind of cool to get any kind of inside scoops, and I will be filming his panel, so the moment he is done, I will be getting that up and onto YouTube, so hopefully I can have a little bit semi-exclusive TFcon coverage for you. And that is all for this review. Her you do have some stats on here too. I forgot to point that out earlier. Her color scheme is great, especially in robot mode and beast mode. Great overall aesthetics. The hands that you can see on the some of the legs there, minor gripe, but she even has like the Black Widow symbol on her belt hip area there. And overall, it's just a great little figure, and she can definitely stand in your Beast Wars, or stand in on your Beast Wars shelf. as the current blackarachnia. That is all from this mischievous Predacon turned Maximal, and I hope you guys enjoy the play. This is basically the enjoy the play part of this video. I'm just highlighting TFcon here in Toronto. Next weekend, July 15th, starting on the Friday. Colin does a great job running this event every year. Convention that I've been going to year after year. And tickets are available, and there are a limited amount of tickets to still get the private autograph from Frank Welker, who is the voice of the original Megatron and the current Galvatron of the Transformer movies. So I just posted here a little post saying I would just like to say that I can't wait for next weekend to get here. I have been to every single TFcon from the start. I never miss a year and love how it gets bigger and bigger every year. I can't swing the Welker ticket this year, but I was able to get the Cullen one last year, who was the voice of Optimus Prime, the original Optimus Prime and current movie Prime. And I didn't save enough of our obsolete pennies. I will be staying at the hotel Friday night though, so leave me a message and I'd love to meet up with you and chat about the years gone by. My name is Bumblebee85 on many forums and stuff like that, but my actual name is Bill Ritchie, and you can actually see part of my picture with Peter Cullen in there from last year at TFcon. So that's me. And the tentative schedule is now up for TFcon, and like they said, there's a limited number of the VIP tickets for Welkers left, and we have a lot of artists showing up that actually drew in the comic books and whatnot throughout the years. So definitely stop in, and in Mississauga here. Yeah, I believe any information that you need you can get from tfcon.ca there. There's the ticket registration information. So definitely check that out, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment in the video below, and let me know who you are. I met Baricey last year. He's an awesome Transformer photographer. It was nice to even bump into him because he's technically a celebrity for me. I've seen many of his photos on many forums. He was actually 2 rooms over from me last year. It was kind of neat just bumping into him and like, hey, who are you? Oh, great, let's have a beer together. And even the YouTube reviewers show up, and podcasters show up. So it's really nice to meet these semi-celebrities, but full-on celebrities for me. Colin also runs a Chicago TFcon every year, so check that out if you live in the United States. Since we no longer have a BotCon until Hasbro further announces any kind of plans like that. And I'm not affiliated with TFcon in any way, I'm just a guest. I love going to TFcon. It's bigger and bigger every year, so go ahead and meet up with us there. Okay, this is Bumblebee85 saying always enjoy the play.